Hello, everybody. Welcome to the next Mein-Kolonies update. This one is the beta release. I know you all were very excited for this. Again, preferencing, this is purely experimental. Do not get attached to your worlds. What I really need you guys to do is test bugs, okay? Especially because we're still playing around with new mods. And that's another thing. No mods are permanent, with an exception to obviously like Mein-Kolonies and a couple others. But if we find an issue with anything, it's not coming with us to the new world when you guys start playing survival again. So I want you to keep that in mind. So let's kick off the update with what we're going to be including. So the first one's Mr. Crayfish's furniture mod. We originally didn't have this because none of the style packs included them, but I keep flirting with the idea of us having our own packs, and I think stuff like this would add a lot of stylistic upgrades to people's builds. And we have a lot of talented builders in the server, so I love seeing what creative things you guys come up with. The next one you guys have been asking about always since we first removed it, which was looter. If you're unaware or new, the reason we removed looter was because there was a huge crashing issue with ocean chests, and it was an ocean world. So we decided, hey, this is unfixable. We have to pull this. It was unfortunate, but necessary. I'm reintroducing it because hopefully they've fixed that issue since then. It wasn't a minor issue. This was something that was brought up on their Discord and their GitHub, and they're active developers, so we're hoping it's been fixed. And if it hasn't, we can always just remove barrels or find an easier fix when the entire world isn't mostly water. I know a lot of you are very excited to hear that, which is good because some of you might not like the news at the end. And next we have Artifacts, is a mod that adds a bunch of random stuff that you find throughout the world in little dungeons. The base mod does have these with special powers, and I'm probably going to disable that. I'm going to let you guys test it out first, but if it's anything crazy like apotheosis, it's just getting cut and they'll just be cosmetic. I will speak on apotheosis later and why we're going to steer away from really powerful loot like that. Let's continue on with other mods that we're adding, which happens to be kobolds. This is, I'm sure you can guess, any of you who interact with the server a lot, who asked for this. But it is a cute little mod that basically just adds underground villagers, and I have no quarrel with adding it. We have golems or friends, not fodder. Basically, this is villagers will attempt to heal their iron golems. Alex's mobs. This is similar to Mr. Crayfish, that we were worried it wouldn't have much interaction with the Mein-Kolonies. However, as proven by one of our trusted members, Swag, you can easily add new recipes. So this one was a no-brainer. If we can cook seagull meat into food and feed it to our villagers, I'm on board. If this causes any issues, we're going to pull it, but I can't see it adding that many. And I like the little bit of variety in the world. This last one is something that I'm going to have you guys vote on. It's called The End Remastered. And to oversimplify it, it makes it a lot harder to get to the end. Basically, you have to jump through hoops and find, what says it right here, you need to find 16 totally new Ender Eyes hidden all around the world. This one I'm going to make a review video on it. Probably attach it to the next week's update or the one after that. I'm not sure yet. And then I'm going to have you guys vote on it because I think it would be cool to have, for a lot of our veteran players who get to the end in like a day. However, we could always do it the way we did it last time with a little event that unlocks the end. That will be a discussion for later. I just added this in here because it was in our mod suggested and it looks cool. And the last thing I want to talk about is the removal of two mods. A lot of you knew this was coming. because I was very vocal about not liking it. It's Apotheosis and Jobs Plus. The Jobs Plus might be a little bit of a shock to you guys, but I'm removing them both for the same reason, and that is, at the end of the day, this pack is PvP, and when this is more public and a bunch of people who aren't in our little community join, we might get a couple people who abuse the fact that with Apotheosis you can get nearly invincible and really powerful weapons. Same with Jobs Plus, a lot of overpowered tools that could easily be used for griefing. And frankly, I want us all to be on a similar playing field in terms of that. So anything we do add will be near vanilla, hopefully not super exploitable, and thoroughly tested. I learned the hard way with Apotheosis of just throwing a big mod like that in there without any warning. Destabilized a lot of things. To the grinders out there who really liked Jobs Plus, I will probably have a job mod for sure, but not that one. One that is less game changing, maybe. I'm not sure yet. That's something that we can always discuss later. But I do want to add something for the grinders because I know that a lot of you have a lot of fun doing that. But instead of ending on grim news, I'm just going to let you know that the pre-genning is almost done. And I'm going to start editing this and post this and the pack as soon as they're ready, so you guys can start entering in the server and enjoying yourselves. So until then, I'll see you guys next week for the next update.